Thanks for tuning in to Men on Higher Learning. I'm Tony Hogues, your host. I'm here today at Chicago's one and only DuSable Museum. Oh, it's going to be a great time here today. I'm very excited. Hey, we're going to have Mr. Delroy Lindo here for the show. Hey, I want y'all to stay tuned because y'all going to enjoy the interview I have here. It's going to be really great. We're going to talk about a few things. You know, we might shoot the bubble like brothers do. So stay tuned, stay on purpose, stay empowered. Peace. Hey, I'm Tony Hogues, your host of Men on Higher Learning, which is a branch of my wife's show, the Higher Learning Network. Hey, I want y'all to stay tuned to the Higher Learning Network because, hey, there's going to be a lot of radio DJs there, legendary Troy Tyler, Donna Tittle. She is a legend for real. And you know how the ladies gonna talk. Hey brothers, y'all gotta tune in and check them out. You know, but we can say what's happening. And besides that, there's gonna be some more shows coming up with the nerderies. Y'all gotta see the nerderies because they help build your websites that are, man, incredible. I'm telling you, you'll love these shows. So stay tuned. Stay on purpose, stay empowered. Hey, this is Tony Hogues, your host of Men on Higher Learning. I'm here today at DeShong Museum. Man, it's going to be a very interesting day today. There's so much going on. Hey, I want all you men out there who address these issues with violence, all you black positive men. Hey, get in touch with the Higher Learning Network. Let's talk about it. Do what we all can do. Every little bit helps. To stay tuned to my wife's. Hi, I'm Tony Hogues, your host of Men on Higher Learning. Hey, we're here today at Chicago's DuSable Museum. Hey, it's going to be a lot of great things going on here today, but let me tell you this here. Hey, I want you to stay tuned to my wife's program, the Higher Learning Network. There's going to be a lot of positive things going on as far as how to build a real website. And you need to tune in to watch that show. Oh, hey, and I'm also going to have a show with the Donna Tittle and Troy Tyler and all the lady DJs from back in the day. Y'all know I got stuttered on that one there because, hey, you know, they kind of hot. So, hey, what can I say? So, hey, stay on purpose, stay empowered.
You know what? Scoot your chairs in just a little bit.
Sure. I can't figure this much. Gotcha.
You want us to favor? We're talking together. We're not favoring the camera. Is that correct?
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
You gonna run both of them? Okay.
I sure am, because this was rolling. Alrighty. Ready when you are.
Hey, I'm Tony Hogues, your host of Men on Higher Learning. I'm here at DuSable's Museum today. I'm here with one of Hollywood's leading men, and I'm very proud to be here. Y'all probably know him from Crooklyn or so many other. Chicago Code was one that I really love because I related to that. Mr. Delroy Lindo, how you doing today?
I'm doing well, brother. Thank you for having me. Thank you.
All right. So tell me, Mr. Lindo, it's been a rumor like were you born in London, England?
I was. I was born in London. My family is Jamaican. My mom was part of an influx of people from the Caribbean to the United Kingdom, the UK, starting in the 40s up through the 50s and the 60s, peaking in the 60s and 70s. And my mom was part of that influx, emigration into the UK from the Caribbean, and that's how I came to be born in England.
Oh, okay, that's great, man. So is that what really gave you your start into the acting?
No, not at all. I didn't do any acting in England. I studied at a place called the American Conservatory Theater in San Francisco. I was given a scholarship. This was in the late 1970s, and after I finished at ACT, I went to New York and started my career there. And actually, this gentleman will know me from my theater career, because I came here in 1983 with a tour of a play called Master Harold and the Boys, and we played at the Blackstone Theater.
I remember that.
And is the Blackstone still there? Is it still there?
Yes, it is. I believe it is.
Right next door to the Blackstone Hotel.
Right.
But anyhow, I'm saying that to say that the first part of my career was almost exclusively in the theater before I started doing film and television.
Okay. And you know, I really enjoyed you in the Chicago Code.
Thank you.
Because I used to be a patrolman for the housing projects as well as I grew up in some, you know.
Gotcha.
And to see that, and there is some powerful aldermen in the city. You played the role very well, I must tell you.
I appreciate that. No, that means a lot to me to hear native Chicagoans say that, and that has been said to me. And not being from Chicago, it was really important to me to try to bring some aspect of reality to what I was doing with that character. So I appreciate that. Thank you.
Oh yes, yes. And so many other things. Was Spike Lee your first producer that you done a major motion picture with?
No, he wasn't. But Spike was was pivotal in my career, in as much as the fact that I did 3 films with Spike back to back to back. I did Malcolm X. The following year I did Crooklyn, and the year after that I did Clockers. And the fact that I did those 3 films with Spike back to back to back collectively brought me to the attention of the Hollywood, the institution of Hollywood, and that's when I started doing films like Get Shorty and Broken Arrow and those kinds of films. But that was as a result of the fact that even though Spike was not my first film, it was not the first film that I appeared in, but the fact that I appeared in those 3 films back to back to back gave me a platform as a film actor after years of being essentially a theater actor in New York.
All right, that sounds great. Now, what advice would you give for a young, inspiring actor or actress? What advice would you give to that young person?
Study, 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 and to the best of your ability, learn the craft.
Yeah.
Oftentimes, young people will ask me that question, well, how do I get started in the industry? And sometimes when I say you have to study, you have to learn the craft, I kind of see the light go out of their eyes. They go to sleep on me, because that's not quite what they want to hear. But that is the only way that I know of not only learning the craft and giving yourself a real foundation with regard to the craft of acting, but it's also, I feel, my personal opinion is that you have a better chance of some longevity in your career. If you want to have a career over a period of years, the best way that I know to do that is to learn the craft so that you're able to do a variety of things as an actor.
That sounds great. I truly appreciate all this here. Oh man, it's like you're close to my age, and I'm very
I'm only 35
gratitude.
years old, bro. What you talking about?
Well, I'm 33.
There you go. Also, we are close. Yeah, fair enough.
So I enjoyed the interview,
God bless you.
and
Stay strong.
we have a good.
All right, man.
All right. Hey, and I want you at home to stay on purpose, stay empowered, and stay tuned to your next Men on Higher Learning.
Now the drop for the show.
Oh. Could you just out there right now and you're watching Men on Higher Learning?
You ready?
Ready?
My name is Delroy Lindo. You are watching Men on Higher Learning. God bless.
And one more for the Higher Learning Network.
My name is Delroy Lindo, and you are watching the Higher Learning Network. God bless.
Wonderful. Last but not least, may we have a photo with you?
Yes, you may.
Thank you.
Yeah, let me give you one of my cards too. We lived out.
Oh, okay. God bless, man. God bless.
This mic worked. Oh, this was your mic, right?
Let me get a picture of you and him while I'm waiting. Just put it down. Stand right here, phenomenal woman.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and probably should get one right there too with a black drink. Okay. Oh, beautiful. One more. Oops. Oh, that's
right.
so nice. Now let me get one.
I'll take it for you guys. You both in here.
Oh, wonderful.
That's hers.
Put the young lady in the center. I'll put the young lady in the center.
I think I'll be.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
One more. Oh, he's good. Right on.
I like y'all people. Y'all be on out here. We're gonna go over here and do a
All right. Okay.
Yes, it dropped fire. I was trying to get those pictures. I was doing like this here, and it was like, ooh. I hope it's okay.
I hope it is too.
Studies.
The first one where we did. I think that's one.
What kind of writer? That's hard. Maybe broadly speaking, fiction and nonfiction. I would say fiction because I would like to tap into my creative source in order to create new things, new characters, new realities. But also nonfiction because history is so important that we understand who we are, where we came from, etc. And I'm somebody who, frankly, is just learning. I'm just learning certain aspects of my own personal history in the last 10, 12 years. And having an awareness of how that it has not so much changed how I move through the world on a day-to-day basis, but it certainly has changed my understanding of myself. And it now gives me a platform to change some things, to look at myself differently, and look at who I am in the world. And that all stemmed from having a sense of my own history. So I would be, in terms of nonfiction, I would examine history.
You say